Pure protein power bottom.
Happy Thursday. Welcome back, Tops. Ooh, okay, let's get into it. Already making a mistake. We love that. I uploaded vlog 25 on Tuesday, so that's very exciting for me. It's a nice feeling, and also I just appreciate the growing community that I'm trying to create with all you fellow Tops. So thank you genuinely from the bottom of my heart. It's challenging at times because I sit in front of this camera partially in a place of so much fear that I'm not sure who I'm really talking to, and also anxiously always worried that I'm not showing my authentic self. So I hope that I can continue growing this community and this channel and just making space for queer literature at the end of the day. Yeah, so those are my big feelings for that. In terms of life updates, I ended up applying for an art director role at RBC Bank. I'm not sure if I'll actually be invited. I'm not really even sure if I want to take it. Part of me did really enjoy the array of work that they listed and the chance to be able to manage multiple brands under their sector, so that was exciting, but I don't know. At the end of the day, the market right now for a job is almost non-existent, and trying to break the ceiling into a senior level role is just even more of a challenge. So I'm struggling with that one a little bit. And because it's also summertime, most campaigns and most creative studios won't be looking for people because there's just usually not a lot of work happening right now, which sucks, but it is what it is. So what is the saying that Jinx Monsoon says? Water off a duck's back. I guess it's really all I can say to that. Sorry about that. My partner Andrew called, and so we had, again, sorry about that. I usually leave my doors open, like my balcony doors and all my windows open during summer, so you can hear the rushing of the city cars. But yeah, my partner called and we just played catch up and we're talking about the day and trying to decide if he wanted to get nitro cold brew or regular cold brew. Which I think he got regular cold brew to keep him stable because tonight we get to see Alyssa Edwards, the queen of the tongue pop, the queen of back rolls. So, yeah, very excited about that. But yes, going back to reading, I ended up finishing Jordan Tannahill's The Living Realm a couple of days ago, and I really did want to sit with it before I gave my final thoughts and my final review. This book is really incredibly beautiful. Tannahill does a really important thing with questioning what happens when questioning and answering what happens when we die, and creating that atmosphere in relation to the ghosts of our lovers past. The Living Realm follows a story of an architect living in Berlin going to this one cruising lake spot, and in that spot he starts witnessing his lovers from generations, and it's this kind of emotional roller coaster with my foreshadowing being right. um, he starts questioning the idea of life, the ideas of time passing, the ideas of connection and what that all means. And oh, it was just incredibly haunting. There's also this beautiful understanding of chosen family and making space for the people that we love, but also understanding that sometimes you don't want to fight through through all the diseases and everything, that you just want to be in the present moment and have as much positivity and goodness around you before your time is done on this plane of earth. But there's something really incredibly spiritual and really just visibly important with a novel like this, where we start kind of understanding that both the living realm and the spiritual realm are still planes, and that sometimes when we're at the kind of the edge of life, we start seeing just how thin the veil is. And I don't know, it was really beautiful. It really made me appreciate how we fight for chosen family and we fight for friendships, and how the lovers that have come between us are ghosts, but are also the reasons we are the way we are now, and how they've impacted us and changed us. I don't know, I really appreciated this novel, and it was a perfect book to read during Pride Month. And just, I don't know, it makes my heart really melt knowing that there are authors trying to question these topics of death and the ideas of what life actually means after death, and how maybe in all of the kind of undertone of it is that we're all secretly afraid of the end, but we're all still trying to make sense of what that means and how to remain present even when coming to the end of the cycle. I would 100% recommend this book for anyone. It touched my heart. It was really special, and Tannahill is, I'm just amazed with how much he's expanding his writing, and I'm excited to see what he does within his career further. And I'm really proud to know that this was written by a Canadian, and yeah, happy times. I'm feeling a lot of feels just because of how moved I was with this book, and the last 30 pages really hit me the kind of hardest. So yeah, please pick it up. It will be available September 8th. It is published by FSG Press, and you can follow him. I think his handle on Instagram is at Jordan Tannahill. I could be wrong. I will add a little correction below um, in case you want to find his Instagram. But yeah, other than that, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to read next. I do have that Pierre Guyotat's book, Idiocy, that I'm chipping away very slowly, but I do want to add in kind of a third or a second or a third book in between that one. So I'm going to kind of look through my physical TBR and decide. I don't necessarily know if I want something focused on LGBTQ plus stories, because I don't know, I feel like I always read that in general, and I want to maybe transition to something slightly more I don't know, slightly more other, and maybe that is mother and daughter relationships, or mother and son relationships, so still for there to be some kind of queer undertone, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling the pride push for June, so I'm trying to see what else I have to be able to get me to July within terms of reading. Ooh, I did want to bring this up. So I've been on some of the apps, as everyone knows, the core apps, and I was having a conversation last night with this guy, and we were talking about hobbies, and I stated that reading is a big part of my life. I'm an active reader. I love books, and he messaged me back saying, "Cool, um, ellipses. I'm a really slow reader. It takes me 2 months to finish a book." And it kind of surprised me where when I read this message, I was like, why? Like, it felt like a little bit of shame coming from him, but also this kind of sense of judgment. And I just want to preface this that I'm also not a very quick reader. I sometimes read books very slowly, but the most important thing is that we're still reading. I think we need to stop putting out this kind of narrative or having society tell us that if we're not reading quick enough that we're not good enough, and having this consistent comparison. We're reading to enjoy ourselves. We're reading to figure things out. We're reading to ask questions. We're reading to build connections with the writers, but also with the stories that are in front of us. I don't think reading quickly is always necessarily the best thing. I know I've had books that I've flew through just because I've just been so engulfed within the writing style and the prose, and it's just I had to eat it all up. But then I've also had books which have taken me a long time, and I think that's okay because every book has its own length of time and its own way of moving us in the way it needs to move us. And as long as we're reading, we should be enjoying that and celebrating that. We shouldn't be celebrating whether we're reading fast or slow. We should be celebrating the fact that we're reading. Yeah, that's it. That's my rant for the day. I am going to go look at my physical TBR, maybe pull some books, record some videos for you guys, and yeah, I hope you tops have been having a fantastic Thursday. I hope you have been enjoying the beautiful summer weather if it's summer where you are. And I will see you all tomorrow, and I will let you know how Alyssa Edwards was, and hopefully I can get her calling out the Floppy Tops channel. But I love you. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good afternoon. Happy Friday, Tops. Welcome back. Last night was phenomenal. We got to see Miss Alyssa Edwards, the back rolls, the tongue pops, the dancing diva of Mystique, Texas herself. It was such a phenomenal show, and getting to meet her was incredible. She's one of those performers that, if you know, like, who live to be on stage, she is that kind of performer. She had such amazing stage presence and mic work, and her outfits were insanely beautiful. But yeah, what a really, really, really good way to kind of end a Thursday night. But here we are. It's Friday. Not really much is happening today. I was looking through my physical TBR list and wasn't really quite sure what to read next, so I think I'm going to um, sit down and focus in on Idiocy by Pierre-Xavier. If I start feeling bored or wishy-washy, I do have another book. It's the autobiography of Peter Hojar. I can't remember the author right now, but yeah, I'm just blanking out because it's also been very hot the last couple of days. So that's my in case of emergency. If I lose track of Idiocy, that will be the book I will pick up next. But yeah, there really hasn't been much in the reading category. I've just been very slow. My birthday's tomorrow, and so I'm not really excited. And maybe there is this kind of feeling of lacklusterness that I'm having where I'm just like, can the day just get here and can it just pass? But it happens. We have off birthdays and we have exciting birthdays, but I'm very grateful to be alive and be celebrating with those around me. But yeah, I wanted to jump on. I wanted to say hi, and I hope that you have been reading some incredible books this summer and watching some incredible movies and listening to some fantastic music. I've been really lacking on that part. Music has just kind of come and go for me. I've been having like periods of just re-listening to the core albums that I typically listen to when I'm in like a rut moment because I know that they can get me out of that. But other than that, there really hasn't been anything new that I've been intrigued with. But yeah. Also, if anyone has read all of Joan Didion, I just finished um, Play It As It Lays, and I wanted to know what I should read next, if I should go chronological or if there are any kind of recommendations to read after that one, because I'm curious. I really do want to finish through her back work and be a Didion completist, so cover by cover, I will get there. But yeah, that's all I have to offer you guys today. I wanted to watch Victor and Victoria later tonight, I think. It stars Julie Andrews, a young Julie Andrews, and it's about gender fuckery, a woman playing a man, pretend still being a woman. So very much up my alley. It's campy, so I'm excited to watch it. And it's an old movie, so that's another bonus for me, is to watch movies that are maybe anywhere between 20 to 40 years old. It's kind of exciting. But yeah. All right. That's all. I love you. I will see you all tomorrow for my official birthday recap. All right. Bye, guys.
This rogue's itching my nips.
All seemed lost until a lone mage stepped forward and took up the fight.
Good morning. I apologize for my raspy, untuned singing, but I'm feeling quite excited. Happy Monday, Tops. Welcome back. I'm always eager to talk with you on a beautiful, beautiful Monday. I had a very lovely birthday weekend. I got to have a very slow birthday weekend, which was really nice. And I got to just be around a lot of the people that I love and a lot of the people that see me and I guess like recognize me for who I am. And so it was just a very, very beautiful weekend. So let's get into it. I turned 32 and I got to celebrate with my parents. I got to celebrate with my beautiful partner, Andrew. I got to celebrate with my extended family, being Andrew's family. And I was surprised with two of my very closest friends coming over to Andrew's house yesterday to have cake and non-alcoholic champagne. And then we just got to banter and laugh in Andrew's backyard. So that was so lovely. So Ness and Michael, Andrew, my family, I love you all so very, very much. And having you guys in my life really makes me want to better myself each and every day. So thank you to you all. And thank you to Yuki for being the flat-faced bundle of fresh air that you are. But yeah, I will be honest, I have not read since the last time I did a long-form content video like this. So there really isn't much to update you guys on. Today I'm really sitting down and focusing on Pierre-Guyotat's Idiocy. I did get to read a little bit yesterday before taking Yuki to the dog park, but not enough to really tell you how I feel. And to be honest, I'm very confused with that book. It's very challenging. There's a lot of literary usages with the way Guyotat uses punctuations and alliterations and the lyricism, and sometimes he'll go on these tangents and I get lost if the tangent is still about the main subject matter or the main essay. So I'm lost in this very challenging reading, and because of how precise he is with his words, I have to be really focused. And sometimes, if I'm being honest, I get quite distracted by what's around me, and so when that happens, I'm lost within the words, I'm lost with what's happening around me, and I'm just overstimulated, to be honest. But today is a do-nothing day. I get to just read, I get to spend some time with Yuki, and then go have a beautiful yoga class. But yeah, I'm really grateful. I was not looking forward to getting older, not for the age, but because I felt that 31 had a lot of hard hits for me, and I just couldn't bear myself to be like, yeah, it's a new year, but knowing that I'm carrying so much baggage and so much heaviness from the previous year. But it was nice. I got to just be slow, and so I'm grateful for that, because 31 really gave me a confident boost with being able to jump on YouTube, to be able to start periodical, to be able to explore my printmaking practice again and take up new hobbies like ceramics and jump back into yoga. And so I guess going into 32, I want to just keep embracing the confidence and keep embracing those aspects of myself that I've overlooked or I've never shared. And so I guess that's why I'm on YouTube and why I'm doing this challenge for myself, which is to be able to witness my own growth and my own alliterations or literacy. I'm just rambling a little bit because I get nervous, but yeah, I want to embrace the vulnerability, and I want to see that vulnerability coming forward and being able to share this little queer digital space that I've created, talking about faggy things and all the oddness that I carry in myself. So hopefully that can resonate with someone or any of you. But yeah, that's really all I have to offer this Monday. I'm gonna go read, probably gonna go do some groceries, and have a very slow day. But thank you all, and I love you, and I'm very grateful to be making yet another floppy top vlog. So have a fantastic week, Tops. Have an enjoyable burst of energy and let the sun shine wherever you are. I love you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.